Hi guys, and welcome to an ace tanker for the KV-1S. Now, not so long ago I put out a video called Ode to the KV-1S where I talked about the 9.3 changes to the tank, the fact it's getting split, the fact it's getting nerfed, and basically saying goodbye to it. Now, the idea for that video came from this game. It was a game played off stream. I was platooned with Bringy and Danian. They chose KV-1Ss and I said, you know what, I don't play the KV-1S very often, so I might as well join you. Let's make a KV-1S platoon. It's been ages since I played a KV-1S, and I think it was Danian who asked me why, and I went into my little rant, pretty much that's covered in the Ode to the KV-1S video, that I thought it was overpowered, and I don't like playing tanks that are overpowered, but we ended up in this game in Ensk, and again, I was saying to the guys on TeamSpeak that, listen, we're tier 6s, but there is absolutely nothing on the enemy team we need to fear. It's a tier 8 game, but we're in KV-1Ss, so let's just have a good game. And here we go. So, as I mentioned in my ode to the KV-1S, really, there is absolutely no fear. I think it's a mark of an overpowered tank if you don't mind getting into higher tier games, and KV-1S is one of those tanks, and the Hellcat's another one, where I don't mind getting into higher tier games, and that for me means the tank is overpowered. So I've advanced, look at the speed, I've advanced halfway up the map, I've already gotten early spots, Nashorn's just taken a shot, so I've got time to pop out, aim, shoot, and reduce him to 177 health. So not a bad start, 422 or 23 damage on a tier 6 heavy tank. So now there's a tier 8 TD here, a Ferdinand, one of the most heavily armored tier 8 TDs. So I decide to poke, and I'm aiming for his weak spot. You can see that the gun is accurate enough for me to penetrate one of the most heavily armored tanks, tier 8 heavy TD from the front, simply because A, I know weak spots, but also the fact that the gun is just way too accurate for what it says on paper. So that VK just got annihilated. IS-3 ammo racks him, so I'm waiting for the Ferdy to fire again. Okay, Ferdy's fired again, so let's pop out. Oh, just got shot by an AMX M445, but again, I'm accurate enough to wait, aim fully, and take him out through his weak spot. So there's a very heavily armored tier 8 TD, taken out by a tier 6. So there's a Tiger 2 down here, and I decide, am I going to side scrape? Oh, there's a Hellcat down here as well, but I'm side scraping. I go for a snapshot in the Tiger 2. That was a really, really bad shot by me. Was trying to track the Tiger 2 before he could get into cover, but this Hellcat's down here, and I'm side scraping, so I bounce, and I reload and go for a blind shot because he doesn't move. So just taking out another tank. That's kill number 2. And that's me on basically 1,000 damage. So Danian gets annihilated by the enemy Tiger 2, and I notice that the AMX M445 that had put a shot into me has relocated. So I fire on the move, fail to pen the Tiger 2, but on the move I'm still able to hit the Tiger 2. And I want revenge on this M445, or the M445, but in the meantime I notice that, okay, he's got a Tiger 2 to contend with, so let's go down and deal with this other tier 8 tank, the Indian Panzer. Oh, he's advancing, and we get another shot into him. So 437 into another tier 8 tank. And now I notice our Tiger 2's under pressure from the AMX and a Panther M10, and I decide, okay, this tank's maneuverable enough. I'll go see if I can help him. And don't have shots on the M10, and Indian Panzer takes him out. Okay, only 4 tanks left on the enemy team. So aim, get a shot into the AMX M4, so there's my revenge. I figure that someone's going to take him out any moment now, and I decide, okay, this Tiger 2's making a run for it, so let's see if we can deal with this Tiger 2. So, shot on the move, again, doesn't pen, but does track him. I actually hit the Tiger 2 on the move. He's tracked in place. I can advance up behind him. get a shot into his engine. So that's me on 2,282 damage. Someone else puts a shot into him, sets him on fire. He has a premium fire extinguisher, but my reload's quick enough. And there's another Tier 8 heavy dead. So this was the game that influenced the Ode to the KV-1S video from a week or two ago. KV-1S, very, very overpowered tank at Tier 6, and as I say, absolutely no problems dealing with Tier 8 tanks. And it's one of the reasons I don't play the tank very much, but that's where the idea from the video came from. And as you can see, we finished top on XP with 1273, 2,342 damage, and again, if we look at the total damage, I didn't come top on damage, but Tier 6 heavy coming second on damage and top on XP in a Tier 8 game. I fired 11, hit 10, so the gun isn't supposed to be very accurate, but other than that snapshot I fired and missed on the Tiger 2, pretty much I hit every other shot, managed to pen 9 of them, did bounce 2 shots on the Tiger 2 while the Tiger 2 was on the move, but one did manage to track him, and 2 amazing shots on that Tiger 2 on the move. The KV-1S was just way, way, way too good. Spotted 3, damaged 6, destroyed 3, and did 420 assistance damage, 34,000 credits earned, and 1909 XP on a ×2 first game of the day with some sort of XP bonus thrown in, left me on 4,295. So like I say, there you have it. This game was the influence on the Ode to the KV-1S video. This is what gave me the germ of the idea, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.